All right. We are live on YouTube, which is wonderful. And so welcome everybody to our Tuesday night presentation. We are so happy to have you with us. We have a lot of good info to share, and it's the best time ever to get involved with airdrops because they are hot, hot, hot. So we would love to turn the presentation over to Peter Gantner, our founder and resident genius. Let's just call it what it is. Serial entrepreneur and all around brainiac, brilliant. And so with that, Peter, you want to take it away?
Thank you, Rhonda.
You're
So welcome everybody. I'm going to start with kind of telling you a little story of how we got here, which is that we've been in the crypto space for some time, and of course had gone through listening to people say, hey, these airdrops are taking place, but we were working on projects and different things, so really did not have the time to do them ourselves, but kept hearing about them and hearing about them and hearing about them. Well, last November, there was an airdrop for a project called Celestia, which is the TIA token. I belong to a newsletter. It popped up. Oh, congratulations for everybody with the TIA airdrop. It was $1,300 that everybody received. Well, over the next month, this was in early November, by the end of November, that number had more than doubled because the price of the token continued to go up. As a matter of fact, it's up over 5x right now. So it is literally over a $6,000 airdrop. But at that point, I said, look, we have a community of people. And, people will say, oh, I want to be in more projects, but I don't have the digital assets to do that. I'm like, wait a minute, they're giving away digital assets over here, but yet we have people that need them. We need to get it to where our people can do that. I went and watched a few videos on YouTube, found that they were lacking in their presentation of what to do, the how-tos. So we created our own how-to video on exactly what to do to get an airdrop. It's a little over 20-something minutes long. And along with that, we created a corresponding document, which you're going to see here in the presentation. And we let that loose on our community of several hundred active members, and about a dozen members actually went through all the airdrops. And in calling up my sister and other people, I found that, first of all, some of the people that went through the airdrop said it was one of the most stressful things that they had ever done, and it took them a week to get through 3 airdrops. Some of the people that didn't do it said, I don't have time. I am fearful of doing this. I just quite don't know what I'm doing. I'm worried I'm going to make a mistake. And that's the reason why they didn't do it. Well, along with that and what we were already doing, that gave us the concept, the idea for what we're going to talk about tonight, and that is DFY airdrops. Done for you airdrops. We have assembled a team of experts that understand airdrops, that know what airdrops are, and I'm going to explain to you right now what an airdrop is. Simply an airdrop in the Web3 space, and I'm going to put it in the simplest terms possible. All of us belong to a rewards program at our grocery store, at probably Target, at the place wherever we eat most frequently. We've all been part of rewards programs. Reward programs are, you do business, you give people your business, whether it's a service or whether it's it could be a car wash, right? I go get my car wash, I get 6 car washes done, I get a free car wash, right? I buy subs at Jersey Mike's, I buy so many subs and I get a free sub because I get so many points for that. That is exactly what these are, except instead of getting sandwiches or free car washes, which are nice to get, you're actually getting digital assets that represent the value of the project. Very much like a stock for something like an Amazon or whatever. You own a share of stock in Amazon. It has a value to it because it represents ownership in that company. Well, these digital assets represent the value that the community drives with the technology that's in place. And you're going to see as we go through this presentation that we're not talking about a free sandwich. We're talking about substantial amounts of digital assets. Matter of fact, here's 4 that have taken place between 2000 and 2023. Aptos, $1,755 in digital assets that are convertible to fiat very easily, very simply through third-party sources. You can send it to your banking account. You could use that to go on a nice trip. Going to cost you a few percent to get that done. So you'd have about $1,700. That's not a bad cruise, right? For one person, or maybe a couple of car payments. Blur, $2,153 in digital assets. Uniswap, $7,000. Arbitrum, $5,000. Now, the average time that it would have taken to do any of these airdrops is 30 minutes to an hour, and the average actual cost of digital assets to do them is probably between $10 and $30, except for Uniswap. Uniswap probably would have been about $100 because you would have had to do about 5 or 6 trades at about $15, $20 a trade at that point. So by spending very little in digital assets and by very little time, you can add these up and see that this is more than $10,000 in airdrops that you would have received. It's actually 12, 14, 15, about $16,000, $17,000 in airdrops that you would have received. The top 10 airdrops, this blows me away because here it is for the last 4 years. These projects have been giving away billions of dollars. 10 airdrops over 4 years, which, by the way, there were probably over 1,000 airdrops that took place, but just the top 10 between 2020 and 2023 is over $21.7 billion given away. I want to say that again, $21.7 billion in free money given away. And most of them are only to a few 100,000 people. When you take billions and a few 100,000 people, it is a significant amount of money for each person. But again, why is it that people don't get through these? Well, this is a document that was put together for one airdrop to qualify for, and you had to go through all these steps, and then you had to go back and do some of these steps 1 or 2 more times in order to qualify for it. This is what is scary for most people. But the great part about it is we've created this service where it doesn't need to be scary, because guess what? You can do them yourself, or you can simply hire our team to do these airdrops for you. You get the digital asset and we do the work for you. And there's some other parts to these digital assets that I'm going to talk about, which is like claiming them and other things where there have been areas where people that qualified for them have not gotten them. So this is an absolute new category. We are a category creator. It's airdrops as a service, which is ADAS. And we talk about here software as a service. So SaaS, everybody knows it. It's created $1 trillion in wealth, right? Companies that have built software and then they license it out. People use their software for business purposes or whatever. So that's software as a service. What we've created is ADAS, which is airdrops as a service. And the great thing about it is we create value for you, and you're creating value for the project by hiring us to do these airdrops, because everything we do creates value for the project. That's the other side of it. The same thing, if I buy 8 subs, they sell 8 subs 8 times I go into the store. That's why they're giving me a free sub. With these projects, we're creating value for the projects, and that's why they're saying, hey, you, the network, is the value, so we're going to reward you with these digital assets. And who knows what the potential. Something like Celestia could go to a 40, 50, 60, $100 billion market cap, which means that airdrop wouldn't be where it is today, about $6,500, $7,000. It could go to 40, 50, 60, 70, $80,000. How would that change your life if you got an airdrop, staked it because that was available, continue to earn on it, and that project continue to grow and head in a profitable direction, and the price of that token and what you got in that airdrop could continue to accelerate in value, could make a huge difference in your life. What if you got 4 of those, or 5, or 10 of them? The DFY airdrop process. The next Web3 DFY airdrop expert assistant, AXAs, will research and identify the airdrops we feel hold the most greatest potential. Now, I have to tell you, we had started our software just got built, and it is functioning today. But we had picked our first airdrop, which was Polyhedra. Sadly enough, I said, guys, I want an airdrop. This is how good the team is. I want an airdrop that is going to happen within the next few weeks. They went, researched, came back with Polyhedra. The problem is the snapshot was done a few days ago and the airdrop is going to happen in the next day or two. We actually missed it because it was too short of a window, shorter than what we felt it would be. So we missed that airdrop, but we are on top of it to get additional airdrops. I believe that we will deliver an airdrop in the next 3 to 5 weeks. And that is when people are going to see the value of this, when they make 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 times the value of what it cost for that airdrop to be done. The DFY Airdrop Expert Assistant will process your airdrop election via a wallet you set up and you control. Once your airdrop has been initiated, the DFY AXA jump through all the hoops for you. What are some of these hoops? Well, first of all, you have to keep an eye on the project. I was reading an article that said 30% plus of all people who qualify for airdrops never claim them. Why is that? Because they do an airdrop, they do all the things that they need to do for the airdrop, but they're busy, they're not paying attention. The airdrop happens, they give you a window, 90 days, 6 months to claim your airdrop. Did not claim it because you didn't know it happens. So we have a team of experts that's going to make sure that that never happens. All your airdrop details, updates can be found in your next Web3 dashboard. So instead of having to go to 8 or 10 or 12 different projects, you're going to be able to log into one place, your dashboard, and you're going to see all the details about it. Now, we have 3 promises that we make. One is that if you don't receive an airdrop within 6 months of us completing it, we'll do another airdrop for you, and you get to keep the digital assets from both airdrops. Secondly, and we just raised this up, guys, the average value of the airdrop on the day it is received, if it is less than $150 US dollars, we will qualify you for an additional airdrop. So let's say the airdrop is $132.65. We're going to do another airdrop in its place for you, no cost to you. And then you'll get that airdrop plus the new airdrop to make sure that this is a beneficial process for you across the board. And then, of course, the minimum criteria is we are not looking for just any airdrop. We're looking for airdrops that have teams, projects, technology that have the potential to become billion, 10 billion, 20, $50 billion projects. Why? Because if you decide to hold on to your airdrop, we want there to be the opportunity for that to accelerate in value and for you to maximize what it is you got for that airdrop. All right. Now we have 4 packages, and actually now we have 5. I'm going to explain the new one to you guys here in a second. So these are airdrop packages where we're doing airdrops that take digital assets in order to do them. So our first package, 3 airdrops plus $125, which is your digital assets that we're going to use to do the airdrops for you. You're going to get probably 80, 70, 80, 90% of that back at the end of the day. So your cost is probably a couple $100 for 3 airdrops. Now think about, our goal is to get at least $350 to $500 per airdrop, some of them being 600, 700, 800. You can do the math, okay? That goes all the way up to our biggest package, which is 90 airdrops. You're going to provide 350 in digital assets. I don't know if you'll get much of that back. However, you're getting 90 airdrops. If you did 90 times, let's say we hit $400 an airdrop, you're getting 36 grand back. I think that is still a very good deal there, okay? And then you can get any package that's in between. Now, the new project that we're doing right now is what we call testnet only airdrops. Now, we won't do 3 of these in a month when you first start, probably 1 or 2 a month at the most. The promise, the change in that. So all you're going to do is buy a package of 3. This is already live right now. You can do this, okay? Package of 3 for $175. You do not need to provide any digital assets because what we're going to do is testnet ones for you. These are testnet tokens, which we can go claim for you. You simply need to set up a MetaMask wallet, connect it to the system, and we're going to do the testnet ones for you. So if you have somebody that is unfamiliar with it and they just want to jump in and try it out, $175, that's it. The one change is the time frame in which we'll do a new airdrop instead of 6 months, because these are testnet, which means it's earlier in the process, right? Testnet, mainnet, and then launch of the token. It's an 18-month window for if you don't receive them, we'll do another airdrop for you. The value is the same, 150 US minimum per airdrop. One of the things is the testnet ones are usually just as lucrative as the paid ones. There's just not as many of them, so they're harder to come by to find a great project that we can do these for, which is why we're doing the other ones where we provide the digital assets, because they're more prevalent. There's a lot more of those. And of course, the minimum criteria are projects that have huge potential to become big projects. All right. All right. So right now we're running a special. We've extended it till the end of the month, till March 31st. And that is, if you buy a package from the $500 pack up, you're going to get 2 free airdrops. The $1,250, you're going to get 5 free airdrops. And if you purchase the $3,800, you're going to get 15 free airdrops. You'll see there's a second category there, and that's what we're going to talk about next, which is our airdrop plus digital memberships. So our goal is not just to help people get airdrops, it's to help build a community in the Web3 space. There are trillions of dollars at stake in digital assets for people to earn by just simply being involved in the Web3 space. So we've also built a program to help you do that, to come together as a community and everybody work together for the common purpose of growing digital assets, creating digital wealth for each other. They come with our Avagamis, which is the digital membership. When you get your Avagami, that's your membership, and it comes with all kinds of benefits. This is just a short list of them. It comes with our trading software. So if you say, well, it's great, I just got an airdrop for $800. Now what do I do with it? Well, you can cash it out, you can keep it, you can stake it, right? Those are all things. But what if you wanted to grow that? What if you said, hey, this is a great project, and that token is going to go up and down in value like all tokens do. I'd like to trade it. You have a time period, depending on which Avagami you get, anywhere from a few months all the way up to a few years of it trading those for you and helping grow that asset into a more valuable asset. And it will trade all of your airdrops. Let's say you bought the 90 package, and over the course of the next year and a half, you got your 90 airdrops. It totaled, I don't know, I'll make up a number, $43,000. All of that can be put in the trading software, and it can trade that and continue to grow those assets. All right. We've got early access to token review videos that we do, the affiliate program, the blockchain collectible artwork. These are rarities to each of the artworks, so at some point that may have some value to it. Discounts on swag and live events. But this is the big one right here. Membership in the DAO. A DAO is a decentralized autonomous organization. Remember, I said these digital assets represent the project. Well, in this case, an Avagami is a digital asset, and it represents the value of a DAO that we're building. This DAO's goal is to find needs in the Web3 space and develop projects in the Web3 space that the DAO now owns. And who owns the DAO? The Avagami holders. So it's actually an ownership stake in these projects that we're building. And for now, it's a DAO. It has a rewards. So for every Avagami you buy, you get so many reward units. And right now, it's a reward-based project where you could get maybe discount on gas, an airline ticket, whatever it is. It just depends on the success of it. Now, also, we've built this in order to put together what we call digital clubs that allow you to get in early in projects, and I'll talk about that in a minute, okay? So here's the insights: smart automation, real-time insights, tailored strategies, top-notch security. You can buy your Avagami now, wait till you get your first airdrop, then activate it. Or if you say, hey, I'd actually really like to get into trading some projects, now I'd like to get trading, you can set it up now and start using it now. So that is our software. And again, that comes with the Avagamis. And to be honest with you, just the value of that covers the entire cost of the Avagami and then some, more than what it is actually. All right. We believe that the metaverse will be the center of all of Web3. Web3 is going to be trillions and trillions and trillions of dollars. The core of that is going to be metaverse. And a matter of fact, Citi agrees with us because their company, Fusion GPS, did an analysis of it, and their analysis came back with the metaverse will be an $8 trillion to $13 trillion marketplace. So we said, well, if it's going to be 8 to 13 trillion, we need to find the absolute project that we believe has the potential to be the Amazon of the metaverse, the biggest player, the gorilla in the room. And we've picked Otherverse to be that major player in the space, and we're working with them very closely. As a matter of fact, if you go look at their pitch deck, I am listed as their Web3 expert. So I'm part of the team with Otherverse, and that's how a relationship that we've developed that we're going to help move things forward there. All right, so this is our Web3 Digital Asset Club. Look, this club has one objective. That is to help you find projects that you say, I want to get in, and getting you in them as early as possible, the best token value or digital asset value. So then when the token comes out, it can go. Right? That is the goal of this. These will be launching in mid-2024. They're not up and running yet. After we're done building the DFY software, we will build the software that goes to this. We have a whole host of partners, and this is going to be going up even more with the partnerships that we're forming. These partnerships are there to help us find projects to get involved with, to help us build out the technology that we're going to build with the DAO itself, these problems that we're going to solve, that the Avagami holders will hold the keys to, right? Be the founders of those companies. So these are our partnerships, and the Avagami packages. Now, the first level of Avagami has $50. However, if you blend it with the DFY airdrop package, it's only $25 more. And guess what? You're going to get I think it's 2 months of NSI or 1 month of NSI, 1 month of NSI, and that's a $50 value just there, plus all the other stuff that you're going to get with it. And I'll show you a chart that really breaks out what you're going to get. The value is tremendous there. All the way up to the $3,800 Avagami pack now is $4,500. I'm going to go to the next page here because I want to show you guys this. And this one right here, trading bot, 30 months of the trading bot for an additional $700 more. That's it. $700 more. You're going to get 30 months of the trading bot, 20 years in a digital asset club. You're going to get unlimited metaverse events. You're going to get the most limited Avagami artwork. You're going to get Otherverse pass for 6 months. And there's more, right? That's just the beginning. 25% on discounts on swag, 50% on live events. Guys, the value in these Avagamis is tremendous. But again, if you want to start with the DFYs, you can always upgrade later on to those. Now, if you do decide to do the Avagamis, on the biggest pack, it's 25 extra airdrops. On the smallest pack, they have the extra airdrops. It's 3. So instead of 500 and getting 2 free airdrops, you're going to spend 600 and you're going to get 3. Or you're going to spend 4,500 and you're going to get 25 extra airdrops. Guys, that's 10 extra airdrops for that $700 plus 30 months of using NSI to help increase your digital wealth. All right, so that is our presentation. I'm going to take a break right here. We are going to go through the comp plan. It's a super simple comp plan. It's about a 4-minute run through on the comp plan side of things on there. Oh, I froze for about 10 seconds. Okay, sorry about that, guys. My internet came up that it's unstable. Let me turn off my camera here. I don't like not using my camera on there, but I'll turn it off and I'll look like Corey. All right, guys, so do we have any questions? I'm going to open it up right now for questions. You can put in the Q&A there if you have any questions whatsoever about DFY airdrops. In the meantime, though, I'm going to go through and talk about, if you guys spend as much time as I do in this space and you're looking at the corporations that are positioning themselves without mentioning it, right? All of the major corporations right now are looking at, and they're hiring teams, they're hiring people to come up with what their Web3 strategy is, because they like the way the system works right now. They like Web 2. They like the fact that they're getting wealthy and they don't have to share that with their customers. They provide a product or a service, customers pay for it, the company makes money, and the stockholders and the founders get rich. In the new system that we have, which is Web3, you being a customer get digital assets for participating. You are now in it. The more successful the project becomes, the more valuable your digital assets can become. It's super simple. They don't like that system. So what they're doing right now is trying to figure out how to take Web3 and keep it very much like Web2, just with a new name to it. We, on the other hand, are out here working on building a decentralized Web3, which is where the opportunity comes in for each and every single one of us to be able to, profit from that and make a difference in our lives. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and go back and share my screen again. We'll go through the comp plan, and then we'll open it up for some more questions with that. Oops, I forgot to hit the share button. That's important. All right, let's go ahead and go through that real quick. All right, so we have a really simple 2-level affiliate plan, guys. Super, super simple. 18%. You go to show this to anybody else, get them on this call, send them a video, however they get there, send them a link through your dashboard. You get a free, fully functioning back marketing system that you can share this information with people. You're going to get 18%. In this scenario, where you have somebody buy a $4,500 pack, a $1,500, a $200, and a $600, you'd make $1,224. We have people that are right now making hundreds of dollars a week, and we've had some periods of time where people made over $1,000 in 1 week just simply sharing this. And I think the coolest thing about that is every one of those people that bought an airdrop package are going to get back more than that airdrop package cost them in digital assets. 100% win rate. All right, I've got a testimonial here. I'm going to stop sharing because I did not share my sound. I'm going to do that real quick, and we're going to hear from one of our community members talking about DFY airdrops.
Safe and profitable are 2 words that you typically don't find in the same sentence when speaking in reference to the crypto space. Next Web3 has broken the mold with their new product offering called Done For You Airdrops. An entirely new category has been introduced into the blockchain world coined Airdrops as a Service. And more importantly, they are allowing individuals like me and you the ability to share their products and services with friends, family, and loved ones around the world. Not only myself, but many others are making hundreds, if not thousands of dollars a week, sharing the services that they provide in a safe environment. I encourage you to find out more.
That is awesome, right? To be able to build something that's safe, and especially like Herschel said, in the crypto space. So we have in our comp plan, there's the 18% first level, and we somehow clipped out the 10% second level. We'll get that back in the comp plan. I'll talk about it real quick. So 18 for anybody you recommend, you're going to get 18%. If they recommend anyone else, you're going to get a 10% commission on those sales. So let's say you bring in 4 people, they go out and sell $10,000 worth of packages. They're getting the 18, about $1,800 they get to share in, but you get an additional $1,000 off of their sales. And then we have 4 bonus pools. The first is the ROTVC point pool, which means return on total value created to the organization, to helping build the community, because community is commerce, and that is volume based. 50% of this volume needs to come from at least 2 separate, 50% from one, and then the rest can come in a combination of it. But once you reach 250,000 in total volume, doesn't matter where it comes from, not just your first 2 levels, but anywhere in your referral system, you're going to receive 1 point. Once you add another 250 to that and go to 500, you're going to get 2 additional points in this pool. And that can go up to a cumulative 2 million, and you're going to get 10 points in the pool. Our example here is 6 million in sales in a quarter at 4% is $240,000. With that, we've done some fairly good guesstimate on this, it would have about 49 points in it. That would be over $4,800 per point, meaning when you hit the $2 million one, that'd be almost a $50,000 bonus. This would be almost a $20,000 bonus, 5, and of course this would be about $10,000 additional bonus that you would get just for qualifying for this pool. The second pool is based on the sales of the packages in your first 2 levels. The cool part about it is I'm going to show you how they count actually for 2 separate pools. This is 2%. It's paid out monthly. The first one that we paid out was exciting. People got number 1 and 2. Spot 3 got hundreds of dollars each for qualifying for this space right here. And this is on the dollar value of the of this, and it's paid monthly. Okay. All right. And that's on your first and second level. The second one is based on the quantity of packages. So in this one here, let's say somebody sells 10 $4,500 packs. They have 45,000 in volume. That might get them number 1 here. But on this page over here, let's say that somebody went out and sold 20 packages, some 175s, but they sold 20. They would actually be the number 1 person here. And then that other person would probably filed somewhere down here in the top 25. But it's 2%. Again, hundreds of dollars paid to each of the top 3 here. It was very exciting to have those payments go out to people. It was super exciting. Okay. And then we have one more pool. This is one I love. It's a 2% matching pool for, let's say you bring me in, okay? And I go out and I qualify in 1 month for this one, and I'm the number 1, and I've gotten, you know, a share in here, or one of the 25, and I qualify over here in the 3rd place. I get, you know, 10 shares right here on this one right here. And let's say within that time frame, I hit this and I win a point. You brought me in. You're going to get a point for this one. You're going to get 10 points for this bonus, and you're going to get the, what was this one? This was 2 shares up in here, right? And you're going to get those matching ones in this pool, which is paid out quarterly. So this would have 120,000 in it. You would get that matching bonus. Could be hundreds, if not thousands of dollars in additional bonuses you're getting because you brought somebody in that went and qualified for the other pools. I love it because it rewards people for bringing people that are taking action to the you know, in the reward with that. All right. So we're running a couple contests right now. One is anybody that you refer this to, you're going to get a ticket or up to 4 tickets depending on the size of the package, and a drawing. We're going to pull names out on a wheel, have a spinning wheel. It's going to pick 10 people for 4th prize, which is a $100 basket of tokens. 2 people for 3rd, which is $500 each. 1 person for 2nd, and 1 person for 1st prize, which is $2,000 in digital assets. Now, imagine you shared this with somebody. They bought a $500 pack. You made $50. Your name goes in. You get picked on the wheel, and all of a sudden you've got $2,000 in crypto sitting there that you could use to what? Oh, do a DFY package, transfer it out into fiat, and go on a vacation or whatever it is that you want to do with those funds. That is ending April 15th. So there's about a month left on this promotion right here. And then we'll set up the time for the drawing. We also have it, if you're doing the Avagamis, we have 2 promotions running. One is an extension on the time frame of you being in the Digital Asset Club, including if you do the $4,500 pack, which is our biggest Avagami, the $1,400 Avagami, that becomes unlimited, meaning you're in the Digital Asset Club forever. You never have to pay again to be a part of that club. All right. And then we have 3 other areas where you can earn free additional Avagamis by simply going out and sharing this with people and creating volume. You can go anywhere from a bronze all the way up to a gold status on this. And the cool part is whoever's a bronze, if they move to silver, they open up another spot. There's 600 total Avagamis here that are being given away. The benefits of these are voting power in the DAO. Basically, these have ownership in the DAO for the rewards and for the voting power on it. So they are a permanent asset which you hold. And at some point, if you said, hey, you know what, I really don't know if I want to be here anymore, you could sell these. You could put those in a secondary marketplace that will be created where you can put them up for sale and people could purchase those for you utilizing digital assets. So that is our presentation, guys. I'm going to open it up for some more questions. And if we don't have any, well, thank you for being here. We are having a call tomorrow night to update you guys. We'll cover what happened with the polyhedra. We'll cover other aspects of where we're at and what we're doing. As I said, by Friday, you're going to be able to log into your dashboard and you will see tasks done for you. That all started today, yesterday, and today. They've been going through it. Started a little slow yesterday, speeding up today. By tomorrow, they will be in full gear on what's going on. We did have a little thing that it was requesting additional digital assets. That was only a screw up in the software. The 125 or the 325, if you put those in, you do not need to provide any additional digital assets at this time in order to get your airdrops done. It was simply a software issue, not anything that was reality. So we'll cover that tomorrow night as well. All right, guys.
Peter, there is a comment in the chat from Victoria, who is new. This is the first time here, and she said, "If I don't bring anyone in, is it still worth getting involved with?" I think she's referring to building a team.
Yeah, because you're going to get the airdrops, right? And so let's say let's just pick a number out of a hat. Let's say that the average airdrop is $550, and you bought a 3 airdrop package. Okay. You're going to pay $175. It's a little bit under $60 each. Each airdrop is about $5 to $10 in digital assets usually. So that's going to be another $15 to $30. Let's go with the 30. So you've paid $205, but you've gotten 3 airdrops that are now worth $1,650 in digital assets. $200 or $205, $1,650. It is definitely beneficial. That's the thing we're the most excited, guys. Rising tide raises all ships. The problem is with most home-based business referral programs are, unless you're a big influencer, you're basically just buying the product. You're probably not going to make any money in it. Here, 100% of everybody who buys a package, provides the digital assets, or if they go with the testnet one, they will get back more than their package cost them over the course of time. That is an absolute for sure. I have no problem saying that this is going to happen. This is absolutely incredible. All right. So Frank asks, when will the digital asset group start? I do not have an exact time. As we said in the presentation, mid-2024 is when those will kick off. Once we so we built the first phase of the software. Phase 2 will be built. It's about 30 days, and then we'll kick off building the software. Until we get to that point, I don't know if we're a 60-day build or a 90-day build. So if it's a 90-day build, which is probably more than likely, we're about 4 months away from being able to launch the digital asset clubs. The other side of it, too, is the structuring of it. The software needs to be built to put the legal structure together to make sure that it's completely compliant. So we have to do some of the build, and then it'll probably be another 30 days after it's built to get all compliance stuff in place, and then those groups will kick off. All right. All right. Well, let's see. That's our only question, guys. I want to thank you for being here tonight. We have another one Thursday. Corey's going to be doing that one. We have a call tomorrow night, like an update call. In your dashboard, there's the new funnel that has the 2-minute video, top 10
Emotional.
21.7 billion, and it goes through that. So that is now available. You can go create that link in your dashboard and you can start sharing that out. Please let us know the results you're getting on that, as we are looking for that mechanism that will allow us to put this into hyperspeed and really get this growing. So thank you for joining me tonight. I look forward to helping build your digital wealth through getting lots and lots and lots of airdrops. All right. Thank you, everybody.
All right. Thank you all. We'll see you.